Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Outlook for Thursday, July 17th. A lot going on impact-wise. Still some gusty winds, low humidity in our northern areas. The next 3 days, also off the Sierra front, don't want to overlook them. They've been quite dry. At the same time, not quite the full monsoon, but a little piece of monsoonal moisture is breaking off and pushing into the southern parts of our area and eastern areas. The southern edge of it will be on the wetter side, so some welcome relief to some of our far southern and maybe even some central areas for at least a little bit. Looking at satellite imagery, we do see some of that moisture, a little piece of that, I would call it quasi-monsoonal, moving into southern areas. Otherwise, in the clear further north, the main storm track and the westerlies and the stronger winds will be with these tighter height lines in northern areas. Lightning last 24 hours, a mix of wet, some dry, drier as you head further north and east. North and west, I should say. Active day again. New fire starts in the red. Recent fires in the yellow. Open circles are current fires. And of course, with all the fire activity, we will have quite a bit of smoke impacts as well, given by these shaded areas for today on the left and tomorrow on the right. Bone dry in many western areas and northern areas the last 7 days. A little bit of moisture in the south, but not too much. There was a bit more moisture eastern Idaho, western Wyoming briefly in some areas. The ERC point map, quite dry. A lot of 90th and 97th percentiles around, but little bits of green here, areas that did have some wetness and showers. We think the southern and southeastern areas will be moistening up a little bit over the next 2 or 3 days. A lot of our northern areas will be drying out over the coming days, and the 100-hour fuels show everyone in that gold area, which is a critical mid to upper single digits, and the most critical red areas here near the Spring Mountains and some isolated spots in Nevada. With all the activity and critical fuels, we've issued our fuel and fire behavior advisories for several areas. You'll find them online on our Great Basin homepage. The overall long-term drought over the last 6 or 12 months have been hitting southern areas hard, and also northern areas up in northern Idaho and Montana. That activity is spreading southwards. The drought areas in the south are spreading northwards and will sort of sandwich our area. The flash drought index over the past month, the past 4 weeks, shows the most critical areas where we have a lot of our current fires. This will be mainly in the south. So looking at the upper level map for today, you can see some of that deeper moisture breaking off of the monsoon into the Arizona Strip, southern areas of Utah and Nevada. On the northern fringe, we do have high risk for lightning, but a bit further south, fuels may moderate a little bit with the higher humidity. But in the north, with those stronger upper level winds, we do have high risk for gusty winds and low humidity. Looking at those winds, you can see them up here in the orange and purple, gusts near 30, 35 miles an hour. You see the humidity up in Idaho and western Wyoming is now in the mid to upper teens. Humidity coming up in parts of the area near Cedar City near 31%. So basically 20 to 30% minimum RH in the south. That should help a little bit. We'll see some of that moisture maybe on the wetter side, far southern Utah and the Arizona Strip, but more of that dry lightning signature continuing further north. And as we go into tomorrow's map, see some of that moisture lingering further north. A lot of those, it's going to have high bases. We'll get some rain, not that much. We don't have high risk for any of those areas yet. Humidity, that 20% humidity line is starting to creep up a little bit further northwards, but Idaho, Wyoming, northern Nevada staying dry. Some breezy winds in the greens and orange, 15 to 25 miles an hour, but below criteria. We will have outflow boundaries from nearby thunderstorms. You see the thunderstorm coverage here on the map. So there'll be some more lightning and likely some more ignitions. Now, Saturday's upper level map, still some of that moisture lingering through. The upper level trough will keep winds breezy up in the north. You can see those winds up here, again, maybe 20 to 30 miles an hour, maybe some gusts a little bit higher. We'll have to see if we need to upgrade that to high risk, but moderately breezy of 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. We see the darker green, you see the humidity drying out, and the 20% line being pushed further south as drier air covers the region. Still some isolated storms. 3-day precipitation totals not that heavy. Maybe the Uintas and outside of Cedar City towards the Arizona Strip, a tenth to a quarter of an inch, maybe, but the deep monsoon stays to the south, and that's where it stays late Sunday. The monsoon gets forced back into parts of New Mexico, drier air mass by this tannish shade, maybe a brief shower or thunderstorm up in the north. And there could be some coolness and showers. We'll have to watch this area up north, but in this dry air mass with these stronger winds, we will have critical conditions, possibly with winds in low RH across northern Nevada and Utah. Maybe some more showers and lightning in the north, but gusty winds still lingering up in Idaho through middle of next week. 7-day precip totals shown here, and the 8 to 14 day really offers no relief. We stay above normal for the last week in July and drier than normal for most areas. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.